Hi, welcome to this week's Key Stage 3 standalone lesson, and the subject is papers and boards. So I'm going to give you some help for this week, next week and the following week, and that leaves one more week and I'll do another video then. So just this video for the next 3 weeks work. So the first slide looks like that. Okay, papers and boards, manufacturing processes. There's a video you can watch. It's quite long. You might not want to watch it all. It kind of covers the basics, but goes into a lot of depth in this part, in the actual paper making process. Okay, so we've got plantation to paper or forest to paper. So we've got trees debarking into the chipper, and there is a refiner, and then the paper making process. Over here we've got paper to paper, so recycled paper made back into paper. Okay, so that's the first thing to look at. That leads on to this sheet here. Okay, so if you haven't got access to the video, don't worry, you can use these images. There's the headings or the titles for these images here. You'll need to put them down here and write a sentence or two to explain those different parts of the paper making process. It's quite straightforward. Okay, there is another sheet with some more information on, and then there's this is the final sheet. Okay, so there's an activity you can do, maybe on your own with a parent or carer, or with a younger brother or sister. Okay, so you can make something out of paper, animal or something else. You could even do some origami if you want. Okay, so this one, state the name of the raw material that is used to make paper from. Pretty straightforward. They grow green leaves and they're quite big. Okay, so you should be able to explain that. The second one, explain how the manufacture of paper can contribute to deforestation and biodiversity. So deforestation, cutting the trees down. Okay, what impact does that have? Obviously that is going to potentially destroy, or will destroy, the habitat of insects and animals and other wildlife. Okay, so you need to put that in your own words there. This one here, fairly straightforward. We've got the tree, we've got the processes, recycling and packaging as well. So have a look at that and try and put that in, try and put the headings in there as well. Okay, next week it moves on to different types of paper, and there's a little link up activity for you to do. So the papers are tracing paper, layout paper, cartridge paper, photocopy paper and corrugated card. Okay, so next week there's also a question on sizes of paper, so that we use the A sizing method. So A1, A0, A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, etc. The bigger the number, the smaller the piece of paper. So A5, for example, is smaller than A4. Okay, so the following week, I'm just loading it on my computer over here, so we'll have a look at this. The following week, the end of the following week's lesson, there's a quiz that covers the whole of these 3 lessons of paper and boards. Okay, so it talks about tessellation. So an application of tessellation that you might have learnt in maths would be layout of cardboard nets to reduce the amount of raw material used. Okay, there's a couple of worksheets and a couple of help sheets. Again, there's another link up activity, and as I've just mentioned at the end, there's a quiz. Okay, so have a go at that. There's also a practical activity for you to do. Okay, so this is the blank sheet. There's 4 on this one. There's another one with 6 on if you can get more samples. Okay, so basically you need to put the name of the sample, so just cut it out and stick it on, the use and the characteristics. Okay, so here's one I've done. So I've just cut out some cereal box, and the name of the actual material was paperboard. Its use, boxes such as cereal boxes, characteristics, fibrous on the inside, smooth on the outside where it's printed. Okay, this is corrugated board. Okay, so boxes, delivery boxes, this kind of Amazon type delivery box, a lot of that going on at the moment. Also there's a little sort of tray there that I used to cut the sample out of, that was actually used for tomatoes. Okay, so characteristics, brown in colour, corrugated layers, so you can have more than one layer, it's very strong. This is bond paper. This is the paper that's been used to print this. Okay, it's called bond paper. Use general home school printing. Okay, Characteristics: fairly stiff and durable, 60 to 80 GSM, that's grams per square meter. This is duplex board. Okay, it's used holding food products. Characteristics: food safe, it's made from virgin pulp. So back to this image here, this would be called virgin pulp. Okay, and duplex board needs to use virgin pulp, no recycled material in it at all, okay, because it needs to be food safe. Okay, so when you collect your samples, okay, you can obviously use a box like this. This is an egg box, so you could cut out a flat piece of the egg box. It's very, very coarse and fibrous on the inside, and it's been produced by kind of an industrial papier-mâché type process. Okay, this is an example of duplex board. Okay, and I've cut the sample out of that. I think that was used for an Easter egg. Okay, so that's the content for this week and the following 2 weeks. Do the quiz at the end of the 3rd week's lesson. Okay, good luck. Bye for now.